Hi everyone, and thanks for watching another episode of Breaking Elegance, where we help you improve your lifestyle with technology. I'm your host, Angel, and today we're actually talking about this guy. This is the Galaxy Note 9, and this is the Galaxy Note 8. I've been using this phone faithfully, and it's upside down actually, for almost an entire year. Now, some people might think it's crazy to upgrade from the Galaxy Note 8 to the Note 9, and I'm just short of a second of finding out. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash the subscribe button below. Give us a like at the end of the video if you do like this video, and make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so we can keep you updated on those platforms as well. All right. So here we have the Galaxy Note 9, and right next to it we have the Galaxy Note 8. And just for sake of starting with the old to new, we're going to take a look at the Galaxy Note 8. So the Note 8 is obviously been around for a year, has a 6.3-inch screen, and the only main difference is that this guy has a 6.4-inch screen, a bigger battery, and a different processor. This also has 6 gigs of RAM, so they both have similar specs. So is it really worth jumping from the 835 processor and extra battery life that you're going to get on the Note 9 and the new S Pen? Are all those little small features, those small upgrades, worth going from the Note 8 to the Note 9? We'll find out soon. To tell you the truth, I did unbox this and I found out that the video footage wasn't very good, so I needed to redo the video. So I put everything back as best as I could to give you somewhat of an unboxing experience, but this isn't going to take too long. I also took it upon myself to set up the phone and transfer all the data, get it all set up while I was doing the previous unboxing of the phone. But it comes in this pretty cool box, very similar to the Note 8 box. They both slide open like that. Let's put that to the side. And let's take a look at the Note 8 box. I try to keep intact. This is the film that was on the Note 8 when I got it. Then you have the pamphlets, you have the SIM eject tool. On the Note 8, it comes with the charger. You have all of these adapters, the USB Type-C to Type-A for transferring your data. You have a USB Type-C to micro USB adapter that comes right here. You're also going to get your USB Type-C cable. I never really used this. I had extra accessories on for all of this stuff, and I have the Note 8 little tips for the S Pen for the Note 8 here, and that's really what the Note 8 comes with. So let's put this in here. I also forgot to mention almost that this does come with the AKG headphones as well, like the Note 9. So if we take the Note 9 box, you're gonna have the Note 9, the pamphlets, the SIM eject tool, all the same stuff that you would get with the Note 8. You also have the Note 9 itself. I already took this out. I tried to put the film back on. I did a really bad job with that, but it doesn't really matter. You're gonna pull this stuff right off when you get your phone. And I'm gonna go and turn this phone back on because I did have it off. Take off the back film. Again, I save everything for the phone. As for accessories, I have a wireless charger, so I am not going to use the USB Type-C cable. And the same thing, I'm not going to use the USB Type-A to C to move my data. I do have an actual passcode on here because I did set up this phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and log into the phone. And it's still going to go through the verification using Knox and encryption that's on these new Samsung phones to protect your information and protect the phone, which is nice to know that Samsung has taken a further step in the right direction to make sure that your phone is protected. Now this phone is I got it in the most masculine, manly color available, which is the purple color, and under certain lights it looks kind of pink. I am going to try to play it off, but it doesn't really matter because I will be putting a actual cover on this to protect the phone, and I really never noticed that my Note 8 was blue because the Note 8 always had a cover on it. I never really took it out of the cover unless I was using the Samsung VR, which I noticed that I really did use it so I could watch like YouTube videos while I'm laying down. And if you have a Samsung, the VR, the Gear VR, you're not really going to be able to like easily put this in there. I haven't fully tested, but I did quickly throw it into the Gear VR and noticed that it does not really fit in the Gear VR and flush, which kind of pisses me off because I really want to use my Gear VR. Just for a side note, if you're thinking you can still use that accessory, you might need to modify it or mess with it just to get it to work. Now, both of these phones, side by side, look almost identical. You have the Note 8 on the right, the Note 9 on the left. Now, the Note 9 is just a tad bit thicker and a tad bit wider. And I mean, you can barely tell. They're definitely not flush. The button for the power is a little bit higher on the Note 9. And the button obviously on the Note 8, I'm going to be repeating myself, it is a little bit lower. And on the other side, you're going to notice that the buttons do not line up. So it's not like you're going to be able to throw up on a case from the Note 8 onto the Note 9. That will not work because the buttons don't line up. And also this phone, like I said before, is a little bit thicker. So if we take a closer look, those are the buttons on the Note 8 and 9 on one side. And these are the buttons over here. So hopefully you can see that. So I did throw a skin on my Galaxy Note 9, and this is the Note 8 here. I just have basic applications on both of these. I did, like I said, have a chance to set up the phone completely because of the previous failed attempt at unboxing this thing. But this is just a regular skin. This is one of the free ones for the Samsung Galaxy line. And I installed this just to give it a different look and kind of run away from this phone actually just looking so masculine. So as you can see, the Note 9 and the Note 8 are not very different from each other, and they have a lot of similarities and a few differences. Now, is it worth upgrading from the Note 9 to the Note 8? I'm not 100% sure right now, just because I've only used the Note 9 for a couple of days, and that's not long enough to justify and make a full review on a phone. Now, right off the bat, I can tell you that the actual battery life, you're going to notice the big difference in the battery life between the Note 9 and the Note 8. When it comes for other things like regular application use, I didn't notice anything drastic, if anything at all, to tell you the truth. Now, the new S Pen here, this gal here, or this guy, this thing is pretty amazing, especially if you're going to use it for taking photos, mounting your phone somewhere, and using it to just take quick shots and being able to flip between the cameras. But it's not a deal breaker if you're going to get a different phone, because there are things that you can buy that will communicate with other phones that will give you very similar functionality to that of the S Pen. The cool thing is that this is built into the phone. You're not carrying an extra accessory to do something like that. But that's pretty much it. I can't speak for the upgrade price. I can't tell you go ahead and buy the Note 9 if you have a Note 8. Now, if you have an older phone, then maybe it's worth the upgrade. If you have something like a S7, if you have something like exploding Note 7, just kidding. Now, if you have something that's older and you are willing to upgrade, definitely, this is a gigantic leap forward. Now, when it comes to from the Note 8, I will find out soon enough over the upcoming weeks. I will be putting a video on the must-haves, the must-dos applications, things that need to be modified to get the best function out of your Note 9. So stay tuned for that. But I only wanted to bring up one more thing. Yes, these are the headphones. I did pre-order the phone, and I got the headphones. I will be making a video for that and comparing it to the iPhone X. Tell you the truth, I can't be doing this phone justice. I can't compare these two phones to each other. One, the iPhone X is the flagship phone. It's the #1 phone for Apple. And if you're an Apple user, it's probably the best phone for you. If you're really into the realm of Apple and you want to keep everything working in its conjunction with all your other Apple products, then I would probably say go for an iPhone X. But I daily drive an iPhone X. I daily drive now a Note 9 every day. I was daily driving the Note 8 for almost an entire year. And I have to say, they're two completely different realms. I don't want to just grab my iPhone X and watch videos on it. The experience on the iPhone X versus the experience of watching a video on my Note 8 and now on my Note 9 is two different experiences. I mean, this is like taking it to the big screen, getting that full immersion when you're watching a video compared to this tiny little screen on your iPhone X. It's not the same thing. And they're really geared towards two different type of users. If you're a power user, you want full customization. You don't want the same exact operating system. For the love of God, Apple, you've been giving us a bunch of array of icons and that's it. I mean, I got a bunch of icons. I could change my background. I could do very, very minimal modifications unless I jailbreak my phone. I don't feel like I need to go into too much detail on that, but I don't like the fact that I can't really do much on my iPhone. It's not that I don't like the device. I wouldn't have bought it with my own money if I did not like the iPhone. It has its purposes and I use it for specific things. Sometimes I'm in the gym. I don't want to have this bulky big thing with me and I still want to have that full-fledged premium experience while I'm working out. This guy is definitely going to outperform a Note 9 when you're going to the gym and you just need a phone that's not big, but the screen is big enough for something like being on a treadmill and still being able to watch a video. iPhone X is perfect for that. Now, the Note 9, completely different beast, completely customizable. You really can do whatever you want. I have a calendar widget, I have a full-fledged clock, and you really can just go all out and crazy on making the phone yours. With an iPhone, you're basically almost like everyone else with a different picture in the background, and that's not really a full-fledged custom experience, and you're not going to get that unless you're on Android. And there is a place for everything and everyone, and it depends who you are. You want simplicity, you want the thing to just work, iPhone's for you. You don't want the customization, iPhone's for you. You want full-fledged control. If you like driving like a stick in the car realm, then you're probably gonna be an Android user. I don't want to turn off the phone. And there you have it. Real basic. We'll find out if this is really worth the upgrade within the next upcoming weeks, and we'll put out that video. And like that, you have it. Stay tuned for this video, and there you go. So, what do you think? Is it actually worth upgrading from the Galaxy Note 8 to the Note 9? What do you guys really think? Did I throw away my money from going from an 8 to a 9? Well, we'll find out in the next couple of episodes that I will release on these phones because I don't really know. I just unboxed this thing and I really want to get a good hands-on, so there will be another video about this, so watch out for that. We're also going to be looking over at the headphones that did come included in the package for the pre-orders for this phone separately. It will have its own video. Watch out for that one as well. We're going to see how well built are those and are they really worth the $300 that they said that we're getting for free? God knows. We'll find out soon. And like always, you guys, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button below. Follow us on the other social media platforms that are listed right below just for you guys. And like always, have a great one.